In this video, we are going to talk all about your Pennsylvania TIC aquarium. Now, at the beginning of the school year, this is the time that you want to start setting up all of your Pennsylvania TIC equipment, no matter when our shipment date is. You want to make sure that all of your equipment is operational and functioning, and your aquarium is definitely a part of your TIC equipment. So for Pennsylvania TIC, we recommend that you use a 55-gallon aquarium. Now, this is something that's not provided to you as part of your Pennsylvania TIC equipment, so you're going to have to go out and find an aquarium yourself. You can go larger, but we do not recommend that you go smaller. Carrying capacity for your aquarium is about 1 inch of fish per gallon of water. Based on the number of eggs we send you, you can get over your carrying capacity very quickly, even with a 55-gallon aquarium. So again, we do not recommend that you go smaller. So when it comes to selecting the best location for your trout in the classroom aquarium, you want to think about a few key important factors. One of those being human traffic. You want to try to avoid placing your aquarium, for instance, directly into a hallway where it's going to have a lot of foot traffic past it all day. That can stress your fish throughout the day, ultimately reducing how they expend their energy towards growth and development. You want to just try to keep your fish as stress-free as possible. You also want to consider where sunlight is in your classroom. You want to avoid a lot of direct sunlight into your aquarium if possible. You're going to want to make sure that you have the foam on the table or whatever you're utilizing as an aquarium stand before you fill your aquarium up with water. It's very difficult to move this aquarium once it's completely filled with water. Notice that we already have the substrate placed within the bottom of our aquarium. As part of your TIC equipment, you will receive the smaller size substrate. It's always a good idea to have different size substrate in the bottom of your aquarium, so if you can acquire some larger rocks to put in there, it just creates more habitat for your TIC fish, which helps reduce overall stress on your fish. Let's talk about your source water for Pennsylvania trout in the classroom. You might think that it makes sense to go out to the Class A waterway that's close to your school to get water to fill your TIC aquarium. That is not a great idea. Remember, you're trying to keep your biosecurity as in check as possible, so you want to know what goes in and what comes out. There are things that, while they're perfectly fine out in that natural ecosystem, as soon as you introduce them to this closed system, they can wreak havoc on your trout. Your source water should be just the tap water from your school. You know exactly how that water tests when you put it into your aquarium. Fill up your aquarium with water. You want to make sure that that aquarium isn't leaking and that it's going to serve its purposes. Let this aquarium sit with water for several days. So that's just a few key factors that you want to consider when it comes to locating your aquarium, setting up your aquarium, and making sure that that TIC aquarium is going to function as it should as your cold water ecosystem for trout in the classroom.